He thought there was going to be a change. Everyone that voted for him thought there was going to be a change.
I am responsible, and together we have to restore a sense of responsibility in Washington. We have to do what businesses and families do. We've got to cut out the things we don't need.
There's no eating out.
I don't have cable.
We don't have a cell phone.
All the extras have been cut out.
No extras.
I have to budget my gas every month.
When we're planning to go anywhere on a weekend, we take into account how far it is, how much gas it's going to be.
My kids, every day want this, want that. I have to say no, and I trying to find creative ways to tell him why he can't have something without saying, I can't afford that. It's a struggle every single day.
We've had to make some sacrifices.
I mean, this is the limit. I gotta go by the budget.
Now, if you're a taxpayer concerned about deficits, I want you to understand I'm concerned about deficits too.
I've watched the debt get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it concerns me.
It's a continuation of, as our chairman has said, a budget that unfortunately spends a little bit too much, taxes too much, and borrows too much again.
Well, at the end of the day, he's the chief executive, so the ultimate responsibility of the budget is his.
It would be better doing nothing than if we would actually pass this budget for the sake of our economy, for the sake of our future, and for the sake of jobs.
It's his job to come up with some fiscal plan that makes sense, that not only pays the bills, but helps us pay these debts that we have.
Maybe he just does not quite understand budgets because he hasn't had to live within a budget.
I'm very fearful for the financial future for both of my children.
And they're going to be living that crisis. And it's a big concern of mine. It's a fear that I live with.
I'm concerned about the future of this country. I'm concerned for my grandson. I'm concerned for my children. I just think if we keep on going down the path we're going, we're going to be in bigger trouble than we already are.
Looking for this total socialized medicine.
There were better fixes available than what we just did.
Thank you, everybody.
Right after I graduated college, I took a job in the billing office of a local hospital system. And I could see firsthand what the effects of Obamacare are going to be, and that it's not going to be a positive change.
As an immigrant, I really never thought that this day would come to where you would be forced to have, health insurance.
The more I understood, the more concerned I became, because when I see people being forced to pay for their insurance.
How can the federal government control what health care that we have?
I've dealt with basically government-controlled medicines and so on and so forth up in Canada.
Thank you.
It was primitive. It was just you aren't going to get the same care out of Obamacare as what we are getting today.
Thank you, everybody.
If they can pass health care and mandate that we carry it and penalize us if we don't, I don't know where it's going to end.
Thank you.
Your health care that's becoming more and more what communist countries had, which was just having to wait in lines in order to be seen by a doctor.
I really never thought it would come to the day where I was forced to buy health insurance.
This is exactly what my father was trying to get away from back in communist Eastern Europe, is some of the same things that are happening right now in the government.
Do we pay rent or do we eat?
You want to have water to cook with tonight or a roof over your head?
I'm working 2 jobs.
I think a lot of us are working very hard for our families and for our communities, and I'm wondering if Obama is working as hard.
I honestly don't feel like the government is looking after my tax dollars whatsoever. I feel like it's all a complete hustle, and we're the butt of the joke.
The middle class has not gotten bailed out in this entire process.
We're not big banks, we're not the stock market or car dealerships. We're just a small, average people, and in Obama's eyes, we don't count.
The stimulus was a shocker as well.
The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act that I will sign today is the most sweeping economic recovery package in our history. The beginning of what we need to do to provide relief for families worried that they won't be able to pay next month's bills. The first steps to set our economy on a firmer foundation.
It seemed like we decided very quickly we'll just print more money. And that's what we've done for the last 4 years, is print more money.
There's a huge trust factor. And yeah, I don't know where the money came from in the first place to be able to give us a stimulus.
I'm not sure there's any watchdog groups watching any of this. It seems to be very unclear where all that money is going.
Beach outside the Obama's rental is world-renowned.
Is a celebrity president out of touch?
I think most folks understand how hard I work.
He has no idea. No idea whatsoever.
I haven't taken a vacation in the last, since 2006.
I don't feel like he's used his time wisely.
You want to play golf? Go to Hawaii on vacations?
With America struggling as much as they are, I feel that taking those vacations, playing that round of golf, when I can't take a vacation, it sucks. You know, it sucks to see him like that.
When a common person trying to meet the $4 or $5 gasoline bill, is it worth? Is it the leadership you want to show?
The increases in the cost of living for us personally are hitting us the hardest.
Losing a home and moving into an apartment, now having to take on, 2 part-time jobs and working a full-time job and not being able to take vacations and cutting back on a lot of the necessities.
I just know that I'm working like hell and I don't know where the hell the money's going.
He talks about other people being out of touch. My goodness, just look at his actions.